All right, folks, we are back for more Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, more top 5 December, tier list December, ranking December. I don't know, man. I like to kind of do these kind of videos discussing the game. The game's been out for a year at this point. We've played a lot of it. It's a good time to both celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the channel and also the 1-year anniversary of the game to talk about what is up with this game, discussing some concepts. And we're here with the top 5, bottom 5 worst fireballs in the game. We did best earlier. This is a lot harder. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of, like, at least pretty good fireballs in Granblue. There are very few that are, like, not very good, right? Does Vera Lumi count as a fireball? Yeah, so we can get into that in a second, too, where, like, it's kind of hard. So when I say fire, in my head, I use fireball and projectile kind of interchangeably, but they'll use a lot of weird stuff, right? Like, for example, we talked about this in the last video, in the best fireballs video, right? But, like, technically, death is a projectile, right? But, like, it feels weird to me to have Death be on, like, a top 5 best fireballs lists, even though she probably is just the best in the game, right? Like, this right here is pretty, like, it's pretty fucking insane. In fact, you can cancel out of it and stuff, like, but, like, it just doesn't feel right. And there are some things that are not technically fireballs, but, like, they're fucking fireballs, you know? And, like, some things, like a CAG trap is a projectile, but it doesn't feel like a fireball to me. So, again, I think hopefully, if you if you're like me, and projectile and fireball are, like, kind of interchangeable in your head, the things that I exclude from this, I think, should, like, make sense to you, for the most part, right? With that being said, some further ado before we get started. As always, if you like this kind of stuff, like the video, man. It helps out a lot. Subscribe, comments, let me know what you thought about the list, and hit that, smash that bell button. So true. YouTuber moment. Also, I do stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except for Fridays, so come by and hang out if you want to share your opinions live, and I'll do all that and not be so far behind in the backlog and all that. I also have a Discord. Join that, or I'll shoot you in the head. No, wait, join it and be nice. I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. Anyway, without further ado, let us go into the list right here. And I don't have honorable mentions for this, because I can only really find 5 fireballs that I kind of consider to be not particularly useful or special, right? And for number 5, the 5th worst fireball in the game, in my opinion, is probably going to be this little cat boy right here. Seox, not Gate of Demons. You're smoking that good dick if you think it's Gate of Demons. I'm talking about Seox 5U. This clone, this move is cool. You can do some Oki stuff off it sometimes. You can do, like, some side swap shenanigans off it sometimes, off a knockdown so it'll go through people, right? Like, you can do some, like, funny stuff with this, but, like, by and large, this thing doesn't really do too much. You just kind of swing at it, and he disappears, and if he's in the fireball, you get a full combo. If he isn't, he's, like, minus. It's not awful. It's not god-awful or anything. It's just like, it just doesn't do that much, right? Most fireballs in Granblue are actually quite strong. There are very strong anti-zoning tools in Granblue, but the fireball's baseline are quite good, very strong by and large. So, like, ones like this are just kind of like, like it does, like, one thing kind of, and it's kind of a cheese anyway. Like doing a knockdown into, like, a side swap off this. It's like something, I guess. You can be, like, plus on block if you meaty something with it, cool, but you can do that with anything else too. So it kind of, like, doesn't do that much, and you'll notice that, like, most Seoxes don't really use it that much either, unless, like, knowledge checking your ass. It's like, it's just nothing special, and it is our number 5. In terms of nothing special, I think our 3rd, 2nd, and 1st items on this list are actually, like, not good fireballs. Number 5, number 4 are kind of like, they're just, like, not anything to write home about, right? And this next one is exactly that. It is very much just like a nothing burger of a move, personally, right? And that for me is Gran's fireball. Maybe I'm, like, smoking that good shit, but, like, this is very much just like a fireball. It's not bad. It's not good. The U fireball is nice. It gives them a knockdown, but it's not like some of the other U fireballs where you get to get a full combo or anything like that. This kind of, the only reason this is above Seox Fireball for me, honestly, is, I mean, one, it has, like, different variations and stuff, right? But also, the reason this is below Seox Fireball, rather, is that it is a proper special move, right? Like, Seox Fireball is a 5U at the end of the day, right? Like, it's not, like, this is like a full special move, right? Like, this is like intended to be, like, a full, like, major part of a character's kit, and it just feels just a lot more lackluster with that being in mind. It's kind of like the power level I'd expect from a special move, or like a 5U, is a 5U that's not like a core aspect like Soul Forge or something, right? But I will say, the reason this is not higher up on this list is because it's just kind of boring, and this M1 is nice for non-EX Fireball Wars, right? Like, you can do this. Like, this will beat other, like, light and medium fireballs, and you'll win. It's like, that is, like, something. That is the teeniest bit of sauce on this. But, like, it's stiff competition in this game, man. There are lots of very strong fireballs, and this thing just kind of is a Hadouken that doesn't do, like, just about anything, right? H-Fireball decent for combos? That is the case for almost every one of these. Seox Fireball is also a combo tool. Every other Fireball on this list is also a combo tool. There is nothing special about that, I'm afraid, right? Even the worst Fireball in the game is a combo tool. That, unfortunately, just doesn't really matter too much. And is also, to say, much worse combo tool overall than most other Fireballs. Yeah, so, I mean, again, the first two here, Seox 5U, Gran, Fireball, they're not, like, bad. They're just kind of like, meh, just don't do anything. I think we move into, like, actually, like, not very good fireballs coming up next, right? Yes, also very good point, true. Yeah, the speed is, I mean, I guess, like, this kind of varies speed, but there is no real speed variation outside of the heavy version here, which is much more telegraphed boy, right? But so, the number 3 fireball on this list, personally, I would say, is Beatrix Star Chaser. Now, she can use this quite well, but we're talking about in a vacuum here, right? How much would any other character with a fireball rather trade their fireball out for this thing? And this, to me, just is not very good. And, I mean, it kind of makes sense. They gave Beatrix a bit of a worse fireball because she can do fucking everything else, right? And the main things is, one, I mean, this thing is kind of like, it's not full screen, first off. The range is pretty bad on it. The medium version, which is plus on block, has a big old startup, and this thing extends her hitbox quite prodigiously as well, right? This fireball, it has its uses. It has its uses, right? But, like, it just, the hitbox extension, the fact that I think the light one, is light one even plus on block? It might not be. Is light one minus on block? No, yeah, it's -4. Yes, light one's minus. The medium one's plus, right? But it's, again, 40 frame startup, even point blank. The heavy one's fine, right? But again, we just get back to, like, it's a heavy fireball, right? It's a combo tool. That's about it. Every other heavy fireball in the game does that or better. L is 0 on hits. Wow, that's not very good either. Yeah. So again, it's slow. The range is bad, and extends her hurtbox, right? And basically, all this really does a lot of the time is be a combo tool. You can get you know, unk checked by this every now and then. If you, like, let her get away with M fireball, she can be pretty plus. But again, we're talking like Ladiva, like, much slower than Ladiva 5U levels of reaction check here, right? Point blank, I guess, is 27 frames, but also that's a big risk in of itself to do anything like that point blank. Yeah, her U fireball is not bad. It's Gran U fireball, basically, right? This is Gran U fireball. So, like, if her U fireball is equivalent to Gran U fireball and, like, every other version is worse or equal, then it's gonna be worse than Gran's fireball. All right. Number 2. Kind of like with Eustace, I guess kind of spoiler, but Eustace was on the top 5 best fireball list somewhere, where, like, I had the character's name on here because they just confused me and I wasn't sure what to do with them on the list, but I definitely feel like it deserves to be on here. For number 2, you can put, like, multiple or, like, none of this character's moves on here, depending on how you define a fireball for this list. That character, and this is very unfortunate because, you know, when Beatrix has a bad fireball, it's like, oh, whatever. Like, they give her a bad fireball, like, on purpose because she's a rushdown character, because she has, like, all the other tools. It's kind of like it's like another thing in her toolkit. It's, like, nice that she has one at all. But when you're this character, and multiple of your projectiles could go on this list, that does feel really bad, considering it's sort of, you know, your identity. Because I'm gonna stop beating around the bench. It's Vikala. So Vikala has a lot of not very good projectiles, but the thing that confuses me about them is I'm not really sure if, like, any of them count for this list. You know what, like, okay, here's a good example. Dormouse definitely was the one I had in mind when I thought of her. This is not a very good fireball. You can, like, it's pretty slow. It's like punishable on block, like, at most distances. It only has 1 hit, so even her H fireball loses to any other fireball. But the reason for that is because it's not a projectile. This thing is a strike property move. But, like, that's a fucking fireball, man. Like, I get it. It's a strike property move. But, like, the same way that, like, you know, death is a projectile, but I don't really think of it as a fireball, this is not a projectile. That's a fucking fireball, man. You can't really convince me otherwise. So, like, this is not a very good projectile in general. It's quite slow. The reward on hit is okay, I guess. You can combo with the H one like you could with all of the other ones. Again, it's not a special thing. Combo off your H fireball. But, like, punishable on block at a lot of distances. You can crouch the M1 very easily, and she's, like, minus a quadrillion if you do so. In general, these are very, very slow, very punishable, very unsafe fireballs most of the time. But then the other thing with Vikala is, like, this counts? I mean, these are projectiles. But, like, again, does it feel like a fireball to me? Like, is her 5U? Does that count? I don't know. I mean, this move in general is not very good, I don't think. So like if it does, because all the randomness and like the unreliability and stuff, and like it's got bad range and shit, right? So like if this is a fireball, then like that counts. But again, I'm not really so sure I want to include that. It feels weird. It kind of feels like deaths to me, but it's more projectile coded for sure though. And then, I mean, her cannons are fine actually. I think cannon's okay. But like, yeah, so like 5U and Dormouse, I feel like could both go on here, and I think they're both like quite bad. The fellas and the cannons I think are okay, right? Like the fellas and the cannon I think are both fine. So like I'll take both. They don't make this list, but like yeah, Dormouse and this guy's fine too. Even these are projectile technically. But yeah, Dormouse and the 5U I would count pretty good. I count Kag's Rock, and that's a worse version of it. That's fair. When I say combo from Fireball, I'm really talking about combos that don't lift opponents off the ground. Buffs overall combo damage quite a bit. Okay, fair. In which case, all of the ones we have on this list, except for H Dormouse, do that. That's fair. That is a distinction for sure. But every Fireball on this list, except for H Dormouse, does do that still. Okay, so yeah, Vikala, both Dormouse and 5U kind of count. I think I want to have like multiple spots. So they're both pretty bad, and we're gonna put them at number 2 here. For number 1, this Fireball, like, this is like one of the only Fireballs in the game, I feel like, where, like, I actively enjoy seeing the character do this one, because I'm like, good, I get to kill you now, most of the time. Depending on what character I'm playing, or sometimes even as fucking Ladiva, I'm like, oh, this Fireball, nice and easy. Free money for me. Voss? No, you Fireball and H Fireball are way too good for Voss to be number 1. Let's not get too crazy. Voss's L and M Fireball is not that special, but no. The character I'm talking about is, of course, Anila. I think Anila has the worst Fireball in the game. Well, what's going on with this thing, man? Why is this shit so? Why is the recovery on this thing so fucking long? This is like the only Fireball in the game, it feels like, where it's like a guaranteed kill on the Anila if you're paying attention, right? Like, why is this a 51 frame? Why is it like a goddamn 51 frame animation? Like this, it feels so easy to jump over Anila's Fireballs and just kill her for them. They are also very slow, which like, you would think would be a good thing. It's like, oh, slow Fireball, I get to follow in behind it. I'm like, kind of? But like, the animation is so long that you don't really, like, it's not like a Siegfried H Fireball thing where like, you know, you do it and it's so slow, you like run behind it and get pressure. Like, if it hits, sure. But like, you're in recovery for so goddamn long, but like, not really most of the time. Right? The H version is a combo tool. That's cool. And then U-Sheep was already not amazing in the sense that like it was very matchup dependent. In some matchups, U-Sheep was just like, you know, hold this shit and die. And even before they nerfed it, which they did nerf it, they gave the second sheep too much. What's the thing in tryptophan? The thing in Turkey that makes you sleepy. You see the little guy right there? What's he doing? What's he doing, man? Why is he like the run to the litter? Why? Look at him. He's trying his best, but he just can't make it. Right, so that's the nerf. They reduced the active frames on all of the sheep, right? I didn't know that. Yeah. But even before they nerfed this, why? Like this was already a very 50-50 sort of thing. Against Lodiva, U sheep, very good. Against Sora's, instant death. On reaction, you punch into you die. No counter. Against like Abel, instant death. You flight, you're going straight to hell. Against any character with like a good like aerial neutral skip or just like an armored neutral skip, you go straight to hell. Before they nerfed it. And then they nerfed it. So like, while the U version is definitely the best one, right? It's still like not even that good anymore, like for being a U projectile, right? And it's even on block, man. So, okay, no, sorry. I was like, wait, why is it fluctuating so much? -3 on block, point blank. Okay, yeah, point blank, it's -3 on block, really? That's sad, I did not know that, goddamn. Obviously, it'll be really plus from like, oh, wait, it'll be really plus from all the way over here, but it's like when we make it a button. Yeah, so like, this Fireball just feels like it doesn't do anything, you know? I have beaten this move with B22U, which is pretty funny. What? How? What? Are they strikes? Does B22U like crush them? You can't roll these things. They should beat it. It loses to riding. I was gonna say the one good thing about. I was about to close off saying like the one good thing about these Fireballs. You said at the same time it's so slow. Oh, okay. I was gonna say the one good thing about these Fireballs is that they are unrollable. Right? All of them are unrollable. They go low enough to the ground. You can't roll any of this. You can also like switch up the speed on these, but like it just doesn't do anything. It's just like this fireball doesn't do anything. And like as a grappler main, when I see this, I usually go like, oh, like free combo, or oh, at least I get to like close distance a lot. And it's like do like a full jump, right? So Anila Sheep is unfortunately just like the worst fireball in the game. I think. I don't think it's particularly close either. Like this just like does not spark any kind of fear within me personally. And even the best version of it is not that good anymore. The big redeeming factor is this thing is plus on block and a combo tool, but again, you know, every fireball besides Dormouse does that in this list as well, right? So, unfortunate for the Sheep Lady there, but that is going to be the worst fireball in the game for my money. I will say, kind of weird, right? So, the overall, with her 2-1-4 count, I mean, she's a fireball, in a way. I was like, hey, he slides when he's done. Oh, look at him, he slides a little bit. He's just like... The sheep are very cute. I want these sheep to be better because I want to see them more. Look at how cute he is, man! Look at how cute he is! Wait, I want to taunt. Oh my god! I mean, dude. Oh yeah, the fire it off? I mean, yeah, that's not a bad... That's not in this... That's not in this... That's not on this list for sure. This thing's like useful sometimes. Right? This thing can be useful. It's got a vibe. I don't think that is as bad as the sheep. Wait, I want to give me the taunt again. Give me the taunt. No, I need it. It's so cute. Oh my. Yeah, I need her to buff. I need them to buff Anila so I can see her more because holy shit. I mean, one, milk me Anila, but also, like, it's not just the breastfeeding hand job. I promise. It's also. Look at how fucking cute all these sheep are, man. It's adorable. If 2-1-4X gets jumped, though, yeah. I don't think it makes it. I don't think it makes it like bottom 5 fireballs in the game personally. I'm so bad at the taunt input. No, my mechanics. Oh, it's the cutest thing in the whole fucking game, man. I mean, Vikala's crouch. Vikala herself is also up there, right? Like this crouch animation. Sorry, we're getting off topic. Point being, the weird thing is the 2 worst fireballs in the game, by my count, are for characters that really need them, right? Like it's Vikala and Anila. Like you know, Beatrix again. Beatrix having a bad fireball. It's like who cares? But yeah, I don't know. This is certainly weird. It's certainly weird. Vikala taunt? What is Vikala taunt? I'm so ass. Ah, my baby, my actual human daughter. I mean, this also counts, right? Okay. Yeah, the Divine Generals do not have good fireballs, I'm afraid. We're gonna need to buff those in Season 2 Arxis, please. But yeah, that is gonna do it. Look at this. Bro is cranking out 18-minute brick video. This is not my streamer. I will be unsubing immediately. Real quick, as a recap, Seox, 5U, and Gran, Fireball. I think you could probably switch them. I don't really care. Again, both of them are just kind of like mids. They're not bad, just kind of mids. But you know, Seox I had number 5, so better, basically the best of the worst here. Gran had number 4, Beatrix at number 3 with her Star Chaser, Dormouse and 5U kind of mixed for Vikala here at number 2, and the worst fireball in the game. The dishonorable mention goes to Anila's sheep, or sheep in general, honestly, right here. Get the Divine Generals out of the mud, please, Cygains. I'm begging you. Cygains / Arxis / however you are. I need to see more of this taunt. Wait. Got him so bad. How's it so hard, man? There you go. I need to see more of this taunt ASAP, I'm afraid. So I'm gonna need you to buff the sheep lady there. But yeah. I guess we're gonna be talking about system mechanics. Coming up next year, it's kind of the last thing to do on the stream. And until on the stream, that is for the VOD watchers. Hello, hi VOD watchers, how's it going? Sustum, correct. Hope you had a good time with the video. If you did, any kind of likes, subscribes, comments, bells, all that good stuff helps out a lot. I also do stream every day from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, except Fridays, so come by and hang out. I also have Discord, great place to make some friends, get some matches. So I encourage you to join, link in the description down there. But if you do join, be nice, or I'll shoot you in the head in Minecraft. Most importantly, hope you had a great time hanging out today, as always. I know I sure did. Yeah, not that many bad fireballs, but the ones that are bad, it feels like they shouldn't be bad, you know? Have a lot of fun with Granblue. Going to be a lot more coming your way, and until then, I will see you in the next one. Peace!